Hayden Christensen is finally talking about sand and why Anakin felt that way. And everybody's talked about this, George and everybody, but now he's going to be talking about it himself. Let's check it.
Spliced into any moment from the franchise, which would you love to have experienced?
I would like to have been in the garbage compactor in A New Hope. I just think that looked like a fun set.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't much fun after a while, but I think it was pretty cool.
The walls are
Don't just stand there, try and brace it with something.
Maybe going and
It was
hanging out
probably
with Yoda
terrible.
and Dagobah. That would be fun.
What? I would have never thought Hayden would say that.
like we're being watched.
I'm going to make this happen now.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some people we could speak to about it.
Fans have said that just hearing Darth Vader breathe in the trailer gave them full body chills. Which other iconic villain within pop culture would you love to see Vader take on?
It would be very cool to see Vader in like a real life, on Earth environment.
Yeah.
Taking on some just regular villains.
Yeah, like Terminator somewhere where he just
like
appears.
a Bond villain or something.
Yeah, that would be
Like a Bond villain? You know who he's thinking about.
Would be fun.
I don't think they'd stand a chance, to be honest.
No.
When the time comes, he must be trained.
Like you trained his father?
Everyone's so excited about seeing the full transformation as Vader. If your younger self could see you in the suit, what would he say?
No way. I mean, just too cool. I feel like my younger self when I get to put the suit on. It's just such a experience.
You can't put it in words what it means to see these two guys back again. You gotta think about when the prequels, these guys talk about it. When the prequels ended, when Revenge of the Sith wrapped up, they never thought they would be back.
It's such a iconic costume. And you feel all that when you put it on. It's an emotional experience, yeah. I mean, just coming back to this character and stepping back into this Star Wars universe and, getting to just sit here, with you and talking about it. It's just so cool.
The looks in Star Wars are always top tier. Ewan, are you aware how much fans love the Obi-Wan mullets?
Probably not, no.
I've seen people have been saying that they've been growing mullets for this, in preparation for Obi-Wan.
Oh, that's
wow.
Cool. That's commitment.
The episode 2 hairstyle
It's a classic.
is a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a full-on BG mullet.
You wore it well.
Well, thank you. You're very kind.
You did? I think it suited you.
I'm not adverse to a good mullet. I think
Hayden has a mullet.
is good.
I got a bit one going on right
You
now.
got a little bit of a mullet. That's true.
Exactly.
Show.
Oh.
Yeah, for coming out. Yeah.
What a man, these guys, they deserve each other, bro. I so
One of my
I so hope we see them again, please, God.
favourite romantic cinematic moments is Anakin talking about sand. There's a theory out there that he wouldn't have turned to the dark side if he liked sand. What are your thoughts on that?
Come on.
I've always understood his contempt for sand, growing up on a desert planet and that upbringing that he had, he was a slave from a young age, and I mean some bad memories there for sure, and then going back looking for his mom and all the stuff with the Tusken Raiders. So sand represents a very sort of negative thing for him. Yeah, I mean everything could have been a little bit different, I suppose. I don't know.
Would have gone on holiday to the beach.
To the beach.
Not gone to the dark side, maybe.
You gotta love Hayden for this, because I think he fully understands Anakin. He became that character, and I think he definitely is speaking from the heart. These actors practically become the character in and of itself, and I think he fully understood why Anakin felt the way he did, or said that, more specifically, I should say, about sand. Many people take it as a meme, and I get it. It's kind of a meme. I mean, George may have, fumbled in the editing or in the way they took that scene, but if you think about that scene, Padme is talking about the most beautiful place she's seen. When she's on Naboo, I mean, she's fully in love with that place, with her home world, whereas Anakin hates Tatooine, hates what Tatooine represents, how he grew up, and everything he left behind after he moved on as a Jedi. So if you think about it, there's a lot of subcontext to that scene. It's not just, I hate sand. To Anakin, what sand represents, and that's what Hayden is saying here, is that to Anakin, sand is him being a slave, growing up watching his mother suffer. And at the same time, he says, I hate sand, because he's trying to distance himself from that place and from those memories, and actually self-affirm himself as a Jedi Knight, especially in Attack of the Clones. I mean, Anakin fully believes that he is one of the greatest, most powerful Jedi ever. Delusional or not, he was told that he was the chosen one, or at least insinuated that way. So that's why the dichotomy between his past and where he was at the time, I kind of understand Hayden Christensen saying this, because it does mean that Anakin was trying to say, I hate my childhood. I hate my former self and who I was. As a kid, he was content by just living his own life. He did not understand what was actually going on in the bigger picture. Once he grew up, he understood, and eventually once he got out of Tatooine, he understood how crazy his childhood actually was. Him being a slave, indentured servitude, never having freedom, and dreaming of being something bigger. Now he's accomplished it, and that's why he fully detached himself from his past and says, I hate sand. At the same time, Padme has been a queen, now is a senator, and she is fully in love with the vistas of Naboo, the beautiful vistas, and she actually, tells him that. The fact of the matter is, when they first met, both Padme and Anakin in The Phantom Menace, Anakin thought that they were in similar positions. They were practically nobodies in Anakin's mind, but now he feels threatened. He feels that Padme had achieved everything she wanted, in contrast with Anakin, who was desperately trying to show himself as a put-together Jedi, the future of the Jedi Order, and what the Jedi Order has to present. By all intents and purposes, he is their prime Jedi example. And in a weird way, Anakin is trying to tell Padme that forget about that kid you met, that dirty, sandy kid that you met on Tatooine. This is the real me, while we as the audience know that there is a lot of inner conflict inside of him.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever read fan theories?
Not so much.
No. I have watched some of the, people breaking down the teaser trailer for this, and the second
Has he seen mine? I've made some.
trailer, the proper trailer. And that's quite amusing, just because so many people have got so many different ideas about who's going to be in it, what characters are coming into it, where the story goes. And, mainly they're wrong, so it's quite funny to watch.
You're just sitting there like, ha ha ha, I know the truth. I know the truth. I hold all the power.
Yeah.
The Star Wars fandom, though, is obviously incredible.
Is he literally leading us off the scent? I kind of think that's the case. That's what Disney has basically done to the fandom throughout movies, shows. They've always told us, you're way off and you guys don't know what you're talking about. But, I mean, we've mainly got it right, I think. Man, all I know is that Hayden just talked about sand. He literally talked about what we've always dreamed of. And he wasn't really off. I kind of agree with everything he had to say. Do you guys too? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.